Okay, so I am hereby declaring this look the Steve Jobs, Audrey Hepburn style, and I'm just gonna call it the Stevie Hepburn. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Amaya. So in today's video, we are going to be following up with my last video, which was the best products of 2020, and flipping the script and talking about the worst products of 2020. These aren't necessarily products that came out in 2020, just ones that I discovered and tried this past year. And of course, just the quick usual disclaimer, just because I don't like these products does not mean they are entirely bad, terrible products that deserve to be thrown in the garbage. If they are your favorite products or you like them, take no offense. I am just talking about what did not work for me, and makeup is very subjective. So everyone has their own opinion, and that is totally fine. I guess without further ado, let's just hop right into it, shall we? So this is the Beauty Bakery Sweet Grace Baking Spray. I love Beauty Bakery so much. I freaking love their aesthetic. I love their products. Just a really solid, amazing brand. I use their sponges every single day. I love them. So I was really excited to try out their setting spray here because it just seemed like it would be a really nice setting spray, mostly for the fact that it was an aerosol mist. And one, it totally fits with the theme because it reminds you of baking spray, but also I love aerosol mist. I love the Morphe setting spray. I just think that they work really well to evenly distribute the mist all over your face, and it also just feels really nice. So I was super excited to try this. And when I first tried it out, I actually really liked it. It was definitely more of a matte setting spray. It definitely made my face feel a little bit dry or a little bit sticky, but I didn't mind that because I would usually just follow it up with a hydrating mist and everything was fine. But what ended up happening was this nozzle got clogged somehow. And now it only sprays out like this weird stream. And that was just so disappointing to me because there is like a really decent amount of product left in here. Probably like half the bottle is still left in here, and I can't even use it because I can't even get the product out to be able to use it, like put it in another bottle. So that really, really sucked. The other thing that I didn't really like about this one is it has a very strange smell to it. Like, I don't really know how to describe it, but it just has a really weird kind of fragrance to it. I don't even know how to describe it. I find that most setting mists either just have kind of like a fresh scent or really not too much of a scent, but this one definitely had a little bit of a weird smell to it. So that really sucks and it makes me really sad. Hopefully this was just me getting a defective bottle and not all of their bottles, because I really, really like Beauty Bakery's products and I've never had any issues with their other ones that I've tried. It's just this one. So would not necessarily recommend this. Okay, so this next product is not necessarily a bad product. It's just not the right product for me. This is the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. So I got this in BoxyCharm and I was actually really excited to receive it. One, because you get so much product in here. And two, because I love the original Born This Way concealer, the more hydrating one. And then they reformulated to come out with this one, which is supposed to be a lot more full coverage, really smoothing under the eyes. So I was really excited to try it. This stuff is so drying. I don't like how it looks under my eyes. It looks very dry, very cakey. Even when I use the tiniest amount, it's just does not look or feel good underneath my eyes. And I just did not find that I enjoyed it. It definitely was a little too full coverage and cakey for me. If you're a Tarte Shape Tape lover, you'll probably really, really like this. But I prefer my concealers to have a little bit more emollient properties to them. I like them to be a little bit dewier, not shiny, but just have a little bit more movement to them. So if you're someone who, like I said, likes a really full coverage concealer, maybe a little bit more mattifying, maybe you'd really like this. But yeah, not a bad product, just not for me. So this next product is one that even though it was inexpensive, I'm really sad that it didn't work out. These are the e.l.f. Plus Glow Highlighters. So I have mine in the shade Highlight and Golden. I got two shades, hoping maybe one of them would work better than the other. And these highlighters are strange. They're kind of like a putty consistency, which is not bad necessarily. I don't necessarily hate it. It's not my favorite, but I don't hate it and I will use it. The other thing is it smells very strongly of coconut. So if you are not a coconut person, I would stay away from this e.l.f. Plus line. I'm not even sure if they still have it, but if they do, stay away from the e.l.f. Plus line because literally everything smells like coconut. The thing though that I really did not like about these is the way that they look on the skin. So here's a swatch, and honestly, it does not look that bad right here. It's definitely not a super pigmented highlighter, but it's supposed to be a little bit more natural and glowy, which I like. The thing about these is they just look very weird on the face. I find that they kind of start to break up as I'm like kind of blending out this swatch. it kind of just disappears on the face and on my hand and just kind of leaves you with a pile of glitter. And the same thing goes for the golden one. While it is a really pretty rich gold color, which would be really nice on deeper skin tones, it's the same thing. It just kind of dissipates into a glittery pile of nothing. I really, really, really wanted to like these so much because I am all for a glowy, dewy highlighter and I love cream products, so I didn't even mind the texture. But as you can see, is gone. It's not there. She left. So I feel like because the trend lately has been very glowy, very wet looking highlighters, kind of in the past year, year and a half, a lot of brands have been experimenting with this kind of glass-like highlighter. And some of them do really, really well, and some of them not so much. As you can see with the e.l.f. ones, and then also with this next product, which is the Ciate London Dewy Stick. When I opened it and saw that it was just kind of like a white balm, I was not initially super turned off by that because I thought, okay, maybe it's going to be a really nice kind of clear glow. And it's a clear glow, all right. It's a clear, glowy, greasy mess. I'm gonna see if you can even see this on my hand. It looks kind of interesting. It looks like lip balm because that's basically what it is. This stuff is so freaking sticky. Even if you put a powder over it, the powder just kind of breaks up and looks really weird on the face. And the whole point of this is that you don't have to use a powder. So you get that really glowy, natural skin-like finish. This is just greasy stickiness. The only good use that I have found for this is when I was filming a music video with some of my friends for their band and I had to look sweaty and like I had been running. And I put this all over my face and it looked great. And it felt like I had been running and was sweaty because it's so sticky and just a gross, greasy mess. Like, oh my God. As much as I love to look glowy, glittery Vaseline is not it for me. Okay, more glowy products that did not work for me and makes me really sad because I love glowy products. This is the NYX Born to Glow Concealer and Foundation. So these products are definitely not terrible. They just don't really do anything, in my opinion. I find that the foundation looks okay. It's not necessarily super glowy. It doesn't provide a lot of coverage, which is fine, but it doesn't really do a whole lot of anything. I feel like when I put it on my skin, it just looks like I have foundation on and that's kind of it. It doesn't do anything revolutionary, doesn't blur, doesn't smooth, doesn't provide hydration. It just looks like makeup on your face. The concealer, on the other hand, I actually don't like. And the reason for that is, one, the applicator, okay? I hate these sponge applicators, but I can look past that. I can look past packaging if the product inside is good. But the product inside this is not good. Under the eyes, it literally blends out to nothing. Like actually nothing. And I like a light coverage concealer, but this is not even light coverage. It's no coverage. It just kind of looks like you have like this weird greasy kind of shininess under your eyes that starts to break up and crease throughout the day, even if you set it with powder. And it just does not do anything except make you look greasy and weird. I do like NYX as a brand, but they just kind of missed the mark on these ones. Okay, we're just gonna talk about a product that utterly confused me because I don't understand how you're supposed to use this product at all. This is the Urban Decay Inked Brow. This is in the shade Neutral. And I actually got this as part of Gratis from Ulta, and I was really excited to try it out. I just thought, okay, this looks like it's gonna be kind of like a nice brow gel pomade-y thing. And then I pulled it out and I realized that it was a liquid and it was a brush. And I was like, okay, that's cool, I guess. Let me try it out. When you put it on your hand or on your brows, the brush is very weird because it's thin, but it's very like floppy. So it kind of gives you a very thick line, which is weird. It doesn't give you nice hair-like strokes. And the product does that weird thing where when you brush it on, it's not one full pigmented swipe. It's like pigmented on the outside, thin on the inside, and pigmented on the outside. It just looks so weird on the brows. And I think the issue with this product is it's too thin. It's too freaking thin. When you use a brow product that's liquid like this, you want it to kind of be almost a more pomade consistency because it's gonna give you a nice fine line, very precise. This one is very liquidy, so it's very messy, and it leaves your brows feeling like they have like paint or eyeliner in them. It's very strange. Does not work at all. It is just too dang liquidy. That's what it comes down to. It's too liquidy, doesn't work. I guess the concept was cool, but no, doesn't work. Speaking of products that don't work, how would you like it if you got a lash glue and it didn't work as a glue at all. This is the Lily Lashes Brush On Lash Adhesive. Here's the thing about this one. I was initially super excited because it's literally clear. It's clear like water clear. And I was like, oh, that's such a good idea. That'll really look nice on lashes because you really won't be able to see the glue. Even though most glues dry clear, you can still kind of see a little bit of weird shininess, except for the fact that this does not do anything except make your lashes completely hard and stiff. This is literal liquid plastic because that's the only explanation as to why it makes your lashes do what it does. When you brush this onto your lashes, it looks fine at first, and then you go to apply your lashes and your lashes are like stuck and stiff. It's like you just put, like I said, a layer of plastic on top of them, and then they're kind of like cracking and bending when you're trying to mold them to your eyes. And then you go to put them on, it doesn't even stick, and the glue becomes sharp. It is the strangest thing. I absolutely hated the one time that I used this. I used it once, never again. It is terrible. Probably the worst lash glue that I've ever tried. And I used to use the Duo in the little squeezy tube. Yeah, that stuff, terrible. This, even worse, because at least that had some stickiness to it. This doesn't. It just makes your lashes hard and crunchy and sharp. And I do not like it. Not worth it. Check out the Velour Lashes one instead, not that one. So one of the things that I really invested in a lot this year was foundations. I tried so many different foundations this year, and I have discovered so many amazing ones. And this one was not one of them. This is the Lorac Pro Soft Focus Longwear Foundation. So I actually picked this up at Ulta when it was like 75% off. They just stopped selling it in my store. And I was super excited to use this because online it has really good reviews, and also the whole soft focus longwear foundation. I thought that would be a really awesome concept. In my mind, I thought, okay, probably be like medium to full coverage, very blurring, long wearing, maybe a little bit more matte than I would like, but still just a really nice, soft, blurred finish. And I was super excited to try it because I haven't tried too many things from Lorac. This is the most cakey foundation I have ever tried. I absolutely hated this so much. I will insert a picture right here of the one day that I did try to wear it. And I believe that I have a picture of half my face with no foundation and the other half with foundation. And you can see the literal difference in thickness where the foundation is and then where my skin is. And I hate that. I know that's basically what you're doing with foundation anyway, putting a layer on top of your face. This actually had like a measurable thickness to it. It just felt so gross and dry on the skin. I would look at myself in the mirror and I looked flat, cakey, pancake face. Like this took me back to like 2015, 2016 when everyone looked like a freaking pancake. It dried oddly fast as well, so it didn't give you a lot of blend time. Just a total complete fail. Probably one of the worst foundations I've ever tried, and that made me really sad because I like the packaging and it sounded promising. It was not. Okay, so I have a few more products right here, and this first one I have not used in a while, but I did use a lot in the beginning of 2020, and I have to say, I absolutely hated it. This is the ColourPop Just a Tint Lip Crayon. This is in the shade Give Me S'more, and I was super excited when these came out because when I was going to school and we didn't have to wear masks yet because there was no COVID yet, I really hated wearing lip products all day to school because it just left my lips feeling cakey and gross and dry. So I thought getting something that was kind of like a nice tinted product that was super easy to apply, really simple, could do it without a mirror, would be nice because then I could look like my lips were not completely blank, but it wouldn't be too thick and cakey and it wouldn't be noticeable as it started to wear off. I want to show you that I did use a lot of this product. I use this a lot. I really tried, okay? And when you swatch this or initially put it on, you're like, oh, okay, that's kind of nice. It's definitely like a almost glossy lip tint. And this color was really pretty. It was just a nice Your Lips But Better color. Thing about this, you put it on your lips, it looks beautiful. And then your lips start to feel kind of weird and kind of chunky. And you start kind of moving your mouth around and you realize you have like strings and gunk all on the inside of your lips, and it's gross. And it's disgusting and you're super embarrassed. So you go to wipe it off and then you look in the mirror and you realize that this has settled into all the lines on your lips, is holding on to any dry patches, and has gone matte. And you're just very confused how it can be matte and stringy and gloopy at the same time. And I don't know how that happened. I don't know how they were able to do that. I don't think you could have made a lip product like this if you tried. So I don't know what happened with this, but it was severely disappointing. Like I said, it looks like it's gonna be a nice glossy natural lip tint, and it's not. It hangs onto dry patches, which for me, someone who has very dry lips, is like a big no-no. The biggest thing though was the goopiness that it left on the inside of my lips. I would have that white line all around the inside, and this product would just gloop up and you could literally wipe strings of it away from your mouth. Ugh, it was gross. Absolutely hated this, and it made me so mad. I kept trying to use it. I kept trying to love it. No, it sucked. So speaking of products that don't do what they are supposed to do, let's talk real quick about the Boscia Cactus Water Hydrating Cream. I was really excited to try it out. One, this is totally weird, but like the packaging just like grabbed me and I was like, this looks like it's gonna be good. I don't know, I love the color of this packaging. I've heard really good things about Boscia. I've tried a few products from them that I really like, and I don't know, I was excited. When you see Cactus Water Hydrating Cream, I just feel like that is super exciting. I just was like, oh my God, my skin's gonna be glowy and glistening and juicy, and oh, I was so excited. The complete opposite, okay? It looks like aloe vera, like green goopy aloe vera. And I was like, okay, that's not what I was expecting, but like maybe it's gonna be super thick and hydrating, right? Wrong. This stuff, you literally can't even get it onto your finger to apply it because it's literal jelly. Oh, it is Jello. It's actual Jello. Even so, I persisted. I put it on my face and it immediately peeled off. Because when you put something gelatinous on your face, that's what happens. I don't know what is wrong with this. I don't know if this is just mine. Somebody please tell me if you've tried this and it's the opposite of this and it's actually really good. Please tell me that so I know that this one's just wrong. I don't understand what the point of this was. You can't even get the cream onto your face because it's literal Jello. Then once you do get it onto your face, it literally just pills and peels off and your face feels drier than before you put it on. Probably one of the worst products I've ever tried because it doesn't even do remotely close to what it's supposed to do. Oh, it's terrible. And it's just so gross. Feels like a booger. Feels like a literal booger. Sorry if that's gross, but it does. This is the e.l.f. Glitter Eyeshadow, and this is in Copper Pop. I was super excited when e.l.f. came out with these because I was really into my liquid eyeshadow phase. So I was super excited for this one because they looked very glittery, very promising. Let me just show you, okay? So the pigment is not there, which again is fine. I don't mind that. But the glitter is very spread out. So you just end up with this weird, like thin, reflective-ish color. And when you blend it out all over your eyes, you just end up with little specks of glitter on your eyes and really no color. This just kind of blends out to nothing. Maybe I can show you here if I pat it out. You're left with a slight tint of color, but just basically a bunch of glitter, and not even in a good way. Like I have glitter on my eyes today. I love a nice sporadic glitter. This just looks like you forgot to finish wiping off your makeup after you had a glittery eye on. Not good. I was super, super disappointed in these. I really like e.l.f. and I was really excited to try out their version of kind of the glittery liquid shadow that we've been seeing. It was terrible. Okay, if lighting or angles look weird or different or anything, that's because I just had to stop filming to recharge my battery that died in the middle of my sentence. How rude. So the last product I have to mention today just really made me sad. I mean, all these products made me sad, but this one really just hit my heart, okay? These are the Morphe Lashes in Smoochie. So when Morphe first came out with their lashes, I was super excited because I love lashes and it's so fun and Morphe's affordable and I tend to like most of their products. So I picked these up. I just can't get over how long these are. Like I swear that the middle lashes are like an inch long. It's insane. They're so long that they just look very strange. All in all, I was just super disappointed because Morphe has the resources and the money to make amazing lashes, and they're known for their eyeshadow and their brushes. So lashes are just the next logical step, but they just totally bombed it with this release. And from what I've heard, most of the lashes in the collection sucked. So I don't know why. They could have been really amazing, but these ones are just weird. They look weird. So that is it for this video today, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing all the products that made me sad and mad in the year of 2020, which is saying a lot because it was a depressing year, okay? The fact that these made me feel anything at all, that's an accomplishment. Be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know your worst products in the comments below or what you think about these products. And yeah, I will see you in my next video. Mwah.